I think we can all agree that Gypsy Rose is up against her real opponent now, and that's herself. As many of you know, Gypsy has been drowning in the public eye after so many negative stories have come out about her and her simply just trying to defend herself and clear up some misconceptions. But I think where she went wrong was speaking on things that she doesn't have much knowledge on, like autism. Although Gypsy has tried to put in work being an advocate for women who have been falsely convicted and being a spokeswoman for Munchausen disorder, I think her head got a little big, and she's even mentioned that she got a little too caught up with all the superstar treatment, although she says she doesn't consider herself a celebrity. But a creator, Nina, beauty influencer who is very popular on TikTok, shared some direct messages that Gypsy sent to her after and before she abruptly deleted all of her social media accounts. I'm going to share with you all the DMs that were exposed. And it reads, this is Gypsy talking to Nina. She says, that comment I made on YouTube was wildly taken out of context. So I do just want to interject here a little bit. You guys need to watch my previous videos because Gypsy went on her YouTube channel and she was talking about autism and how Nick's autism had nothing to do what he did in the crime he committed. Okay, now I'm going back to the messages. I was asked a question and I assumed was talking about Nick. I was trying to explain how his autism doesn't absolve him of the crime. I have a cousin with autism and I support the autistic community. I hate that everyone took that and ran with that. I don't support or think autism is a real thing. I do know that. But I was only trying to make a point if someone goes out and commits a crime under any circumstance, manipulated it or not, some accountability must be taken under law, or else, if autism was the exception to crime, people will use that as an excusable behavior. That is all I meant, and I said it in a way that seemed so messed up. My apologies to you and everyone who was offended. I honestly just didn't phrase it how I meant it. I was only trying to explain how I felt regarding my co-defendant who, yes, has autism but is a level 1 and was diagnosed as level 1 who needs very little help to function. The expert testified this at his trial. I'm going to interject again. So already she's kind of like downplaying what he has. Now, me personally, I'm not saying that I am a Nick Godejohn stan or want him out of prison. No. He belongs there. And I am just saying she's kind of like downplaying what he has. So the next message also says, do I feel bad about Nick being in prison for something that I asked him to do? Absolutely. That weighs on me. But I can't crawl in a ball and cry about it every single day. I need to focus on my own mental health. And as for advocating for him, quite honestly, people advocate for me to get released early, and it wasn't worth anything because ultimately the court system has the main control, social media doesn't. I am under strict parole guidelines, and when it comes to discussing Nick, I just don't want to say anything or make any moves regarding him because quite honestly, freedom is nice and I don't want to take that for granted. I may not address that I feel responsible for him being in prison, but that is my cross to bear. We both had to walk our journey separately. And in my interview where I said I didn't identify as a murderer, I really don't phrase that right now. I meant I was going to say, go on a job interview and reach out my hand and say, hi, my name is Gypsy and I'm a murderer. All I meant was that my past does not define me, which I'm going to interject again. Gypsy did go on her YouTube account, her YouTube channel, and she explained, it was like a 12-minute long video, and she explained why she deleted her social media, and she did explain why she says she doesn't identify as a murderer. So she also says, all I meant was that my past is not to find my future. I just don't think I phrased what I meant correctly. It doesn't mean that I'm innocent because I am not. But I did my time, and I think since I have been given the second chance by the court system, that I should be able to have a second chance in the public as well. Now, granted, unfortunately, I came out of prison and had to promote a documentary series, which I felt like they pushed interviews into the ground and it led to massive exposure. The support was nice at first until people started turning on me. And I'm not saying everybody has to be pro Gypsy or support Gypsy, but I don't think that my best shot in life is being scrutinized by the public. Lifetime has their own PR and their own agenda for wanting to make their show popular, but I'm on this end trying to do what's best for myself, for advocating. I'm going to be doing a video because I signed up to volunteer with Habitat for Humanity, and unfortunately, I received an email from them saying that they don't want to have any involvement. So I just want to say that I am happy that Gypsy is kind of like taking accountability. A lot of people are saying it's just because her PR team probably told her that she needed to, take her social media down and stop talking about this. But I mean, she even expressed that. However, I feel like she didn't even have to do that. You know what I mean? She didn't have to explain herself. I'm not pro Gypsy at all, but I'm not against her either. I mean, any baby steps that she's taken, I'm like, okay, this is a step in the right direction. Do I feel like she's sorry for what she did? Yeah, I feel like she's sorry that her mom has died from her actions. I feel like going forward, I don't feel like she has any remorse, honestly. I obviously don't feel like she cares about Nick or how she manipulated him. I just feel like she's like, okay, he's doing what he's got to do. I've done mine and I'm done with it. But on the flip side, what more can the girl do? You know what I mean? Let me know how you guys feel in the comment section below. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel so you won't miss out on any updates.